So now I want to talk a bit about the day you were supposed to go to a court here, January 6th. Right? So on that day, were you excited?
I was ecstatic. I mean, not only was I getting out of the hospital for a little bit of time, I was going to see my uncle, and the goal was to see the judge.
All right. And were you preparing for it, to get yourself ready? And
yeah, I told people in the hospital, the people, like the nurses and whatnot, I'm going to court today, I was excited, yeah.
And so then what happened insofar as trying, what did you have to do before you were allowed to go to the court and see the judge? What happened with Miss Bedy?
So it was my understanding that I was just allowed to go to court because they ruled on it and I was allowed to come in person. So I was just expecting my uncle was going to come pick me up, and Cathi Bedy was going to wheel me down to meet with my uncle and put me in his car. Instead, Cathi Bedy showed up in my room a little bit earlier than the time I was supposed to go. She came in alone initially, and she told me that if I wanted to go and see my mom in court, I was going to have to be stripped naked and photographed by her nude, so I could go to court. I cried and cried because I'm a very modest and private person when it comes to stuff like that. I have been, and there's a reason for that. I really respect my privacy, and eventually I was able to reason with Cathi, and she said that I could keep my training bra on and my shorts. That's when she left the room. She came back with Nurse Alicia, I don't know her last name, but she came in and she assisted with holding me down and moving me and removing some articles of my clothing for the photos. Now, the purpose for these photos, typically, DCF takes them. DCF did not take these. And there's supposed to be a side-by-side comparison of pre-visit and post-visit. So I was leaving the hospital, so they took the photos before. There was never photos taken after.
And has it come to your attention that this did not end up in any analysis in the medical records or anything like that?
That's another thing I was promised in the whole reasoning with Cathi about not being nude. She told me that I could keep my shorts on in the training bra, and I specifically asked her to keep these photos private. I asked her if they were just going to be in the medical record, and she told me, yes, only doctors can see them. She actually physically went over to the computer where I've seen nurses and doctors put in information, and turns out she never put the photos in there.
All right, so let's turn to, first I'm going to publish a photo, 2604. And were you actively trying to keep them from taking off your clothes? No, that's not it. There.
Yes, so that, you see my hands right there, and then someone else's hand. I can't tell if that's Cathy's or the nurse's, but I was trying to pull up my shirt actively as she was pulling it down.
All right. And around this time, where we go into a few more photos, did you document this in your MyCare journal?
I believe I did. I haven't seen the MyCare journal in quite some time, so I would need my memory refreshed.
Let's look at this photo here. Now, it has been portrayed that you were somehow enjoying this and just holding hands. Tell the jury what was going on.
I was not enjoying this at all. It is true, when the nurse came back into the room, I wasn't crying as much because Cathi had calmed me down after we made that, agreement. We met in the middle. But you can see my cheeks are red, and that happens a lot when I've been crying.
Okay, and we can see a little corner of your mouth there. Are you smiling, grimacing, or what?
I am most definitely not smiling.
Okay. And is that a training bra?
It is.
Now, was there a time that you had to switch out of one bra to another?
Yes, so they're trying to maintain the position that, oh, I was in a training bra and shorts, like we didn't, see anything. No, Cathi watched as I got naked because I was changing into clothes for court. That's why there's 2 different outfits. But this was the same time period. There was no before and after photos.
All right. Let's look at 2604-15. There they are, blue shorts. Now tell us about the shorts. Did you remain in the same outfit during this ordeal?
No, because I was changing into court clothes.
Okay. So which are these, the blue shorts there? That's.
I don't know which outfit I ended up wearing to court, but.
Okay. And then let's look at 2, 3. Oh, no, we're going through these. Let's go through these. And now what is that? What kind of bra is that?
That's a training bra again.
Which came first, the training bra or the those are both training bras?
Both are training bras, correct? They switched them out.
So this wasn't a workout bra or anything? I
No,
don't know that much about
no.
bras. And did you tell them while were they holding you down through much of this?
Yes, and some of the photos you could see their hand, but it looks like the photos are mostly zoomed in, so you can't see their hand placement.
Did you want to leave and get out of there?
Yes.
And were they preventing you from getting out of there?
They were until the photos were completed.
And did you have any control or ability to get out of there? Physically?
No, because I couldn't walk or stand.
And this was against your will?
Correct.
All right, let's look at 2364, unless there's more of these we want to go through. Let's see. You got them? That's it. So, yeah, I got it. Okay. I wasn't going to cover it, but we will. So let's, what was your relationship with Alicia, the nurse that was in there before this?
So I had seen her before and I recognized her, and I mean, my first encounter with her, I trusted her. I had no reason to doubt her as, a healthcare professional. Actually, here in my care journal, I wrote her name. And the second time I saw her, she was assisting Cathi Bedy in photographing me and changing me in front of Cathi Bedy.
Let's look at 2364-009. Is this it? All right, so she's right there. All right. And so how did you react when you saw that Alicia was now one of the people holding you down?
It was another complete breach of my trust.
Did you feel betrayed?
Absolutely. I felt betrayed in the hospital almost every day.